Hello and welcome to Reader's Retreat. I'm Paul, and this video is about mammoth books. What I decided that I'm going to read my other books Monday through Thursday, but the mammoth books. What do I mean by mammoth? I'm talking about these big, thick books, and this is for the poll, and I'm going to call it the mammoth poll. Uh, and I want to know. I mean, right now I'm reading *The Stand* by Stephen King. I'm 8% done with it. I'm on chapter 12, and I'm enjoying it right now. It's intriguing me. I can't really say enjoy. If I had to rate this right now, it'd be a 2. So I'm uh, intrigued. Uh, but that's what I'm reading right now on the weekends, and that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so that's that. And now I did pick up 5 books for you guys to vote on. 5 books for the next read of the Mammoth books. Are you ready? The first one has been blurred by George R. R. Martin, Patrick Rothfuss, Brandon Sanderson, and those three top names. And the thing is, it was blurred by Christopher Paolini of the Estragon or Aragon series. So there's 4 names that is at the top of fantasy. And this is what it is. Tad Williams, Witchwood Crown. It is The Last King of Ostard. And this is actually, I think he did a series in this world once before. And if I like this, I'll go and get that series and read that and get the rest of these. So this is going to be one of them. And it says King Simon and Queen Marilyn have ruled the high ward of Ostend for 3 decades. They have grown older together and faced many struggles, but none of as dire as the war they helped wage and win as teenagers against the undead Storm King and his deathless allies, the Norns. Bonded by love during monarchs, Simon, once a kitchen boy, is beloved by his people as a commoner king, while his royal wife and co-monarch Ramley, if I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry, brings the experience and knowledge of one trained to rule. Together, they have labored long and hard to undo the damage caused by the terrible war and to bring justice to the many desperate countries ruled by the high throne. But now a more overwhelming crisis looms for the Storm King's most dangerous ally, the ancient Norn Queen Utukul, has awakened from her long sleep in the depths of the remote northern mountain called Stormpike. Like all her kind, Utukul dreams of revenge on the mortals who beat back the Storm King. So that's what this one is. The witch, the Witchwood Crown, and you gotta admit, it sounds awesome. Another one I have, I am going to get switch these around a little bit. Another one I have is a chunker. There's oh, there's only 699 pages of this, so it's thick books. a thick book poll. Uh, then again, that could be, yeah. Huh. Anyway, this is by Stephen King and Known King, and it's the Sleeping Beauties. Uh, I might be late for the party, but I don't like reading a book that everybody else is trying to hyper up or downplay. So I waited until now before this got on any TBR. So in the future, so real and near, it might be now. Something happens when women go to sleep. They become shrouded in a cocoon like gauze. If they are awakened, if the gauze wrapping their bodies is disturbed or violated, then women become feral and spectacularly violent. And while they sleep, they go to another place, a better place, where harmony prevails and conflict is rare. One woman, the mysterious Eve Black, is immune to the blessing of or curse of the sleeping disease. Is Eve a medical anomaly to be studied, or is she a demon who must be slain? Abandoned, left to their increasingly prime urges, the men divide into warring factions, some wanting to kill Eve, some, some to save her. Others exploit the chaos to wreak their own vengeance on new enemies. All turn to violence in a sudden all-male world. Set in a small Appalachian town whose primary employer is a women's prison, Sleeping Beauty is wildly productive, gloriously dramatic father and son collaboration that feels practically urgent and relevant today. So there you go. That's another thick book. And I'm going by the thickness. I'm not going by the page count. I'm going by the thickness. Another one is right here. And I know people seen this book before. You can look at the edges, nice sprayed edges. But this book is Dune by Frank Herbert. And I don't really know if this is a sci-fi or fantasy or a sci-fi fantasy. It's something. Uh, but most people consider it sci-fi, I believe. So, and this is the first book in the long series of Dune. And you can see the inside. So, set on a desert planet, Arrakis, Dune is the story of the boy Paul Atreides, and if I said that name wrong, I'm sorry, heir to a noble family tasked with ruling an inhospitable world where the only thing of value is the spice knowledge, a drug capable of extending life and enhancing conscience. Coveted across the known universe, knowledge is a prize worth killing for. When House Astrides is betrayed, the destruction of Paul's family will set the boy on a journey toward a destiny greater than he could ever have imagined. And as he evolves into a mysterious man known as Madib, he will bring to fruition humankind's most ancient and unattainable dream. So that's what Dune is. Like I said, I picked out some good books for this. The next one is by J. Kristoff. And this book is Empire of the Vampire. It's thick. Let's see how long. Oh, there's maps in here and pictures. There's only 734 pages, but it's a thick book anyway. So this is up there. And I don't know what the cover. Okay, it's just a black cover. So anyway, Empire of the Vampire. From holy cups comes holy light. The faithful hand sets world aright. And in the seven martyrs' sight, mere man shall end this endless night. It has been 27 long years since the last sunrise. For nearly 3 decades, vampires have waged war against humanity, building their eternal empire even as they tear down our own. Now only a few tiny sparks of light endure in a sea of darkness. Gabrielle de Lyon is a silver saint, a member of the Holy Brotherhood dedicated to defending realm and church from the creatures of the night. But even the Silver Order could not stem the tide once daylight failed us, and now only Gabriel remains. Imprisoned by the very monsters he vowed to destroy, the last Silver Saint is forced to tell his story. A story of legendary battles and forbidden love, of faith lost and friendship won, of the wars of the blood and the forever king, and the quest for humanity's last remaining hope, the Holy Grail. So that's Empire of the Vampire, and sounds intriguing. I know you guys probably got tired of me saying intriguing in all my videos, but all my books sound intriguing. Now this here by Laurel K. Hamilton. Sorry, and it's called Sucker Punch. All right, there's the author. If you want to get a look at her. Okay. A brutal murder, a suspect in jail, and an executed plan. But what if the wrong person is about to be killed? When a fellow U.S. Marshal asked Anita Blake to fly to a tiny community in Michigan's Upper Peninsula on an emergency consult, she knows time is running short. When she arrives, there is plenty of proof that a young were leopard killed his uncle in the most gruesome and bloody way possible. As the mounting evidence points to him, a warrant of execution is already underway. But something seems off about the murder, and Anita has been asked for her expert opinion. On the crime scene, despite educa- escalated pressure from local cops and the family's cries for justice for the dead partridge, Anita quickly realizes that the evidence doesn't quite add up. Time is against Anita as the tight knit community is up in arms and its fear of supernaturals is growing. She races to uncover the truth and determine whether the marshals have caught the killer or are about to execute an innocent man, all in the name of justice. Now, Anita Blake is a was a I just say a comic. That's when I first heard the name of Anita Blake is through the comics uh, and stuff like that. But if I if I'm going to find out if this is a series or not. If so, if I like it, I'll get the rest of it. That's what I. Let's see. Yes, it is a series, but it might be a series that you don't have to read completely through. That's good. Good. That there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 27 books in this series. And Suck Punch is either the last one on here or the first one. Because some people starts by the top, here and go down first, second, third. Other ones goes from uh, from the bottom up. Uh, so I don't know if this is the first one or not. I'm going to say not, because usually the first ones has a prologue or something in it. So those are the 5 books that will be up on the voting list, and will be up on the voting by the time uh, after I base this. So uh, we're going to go with uh, weekend book, and that is what the poll's going to be. But right now, I am reading this, so we got plenty of time for y'all to vote. So I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a great day.